My whole family is light-skinned black folks dating all the way back to slavery. And my grandmother, Mexie Love, was born in 1880 in Texas. And when she died in 1983, she was 103 years old. Wow. She died in Omaha, Nebraska. She was the oldest living woman in Nebraska at the time. And she and the Texas slaves learned that they had been freed 2.5 years late after the rest of the country. All the Union generals that were sent down to tell them that Lincoln had freed the slaves kept getting disappeared. And so the Texas slaves worked an extra 2.5 years. And
I'm not real good with the electronics.
It's his first day. It's it's gonna happen. So anyway, so the Texas slaves worked an extra 2.5 years, and then this guy named Colonel Gordon Granger got down there and he broke the lines, and he got past the Texas cotton plantation owners who had colluded to deny word to the Texas slaves that they had been freed. And so this Colonel Gordon Granger stood up on a soapbox and said, "Hey, you know, the overtime is over, you know." And so a whole bunch of Texas slaves started heading north, up and out of Texas. And there was an underground railroad route that went right through Nebraska, and some ended up in Canada, in Saskatchewan, where there still exists like a former slave colony, the descendants of those people. Anyway, so this is me trying to remember, and then my family was headed, I believe, up to Saskatchewan, and they got tired and they stopped in Nebraska. I know, how tired would you have to get? It's been exhausted, you know. It's getting a little further after all that time. It's 2.5 years overtime and stuff. So I came to be born and raised in Nebraska, and people really, I think it's a really unfairly maligned, because it is a very happening state to grow up in, and no, it really is. It's a great place, and I mean, people don't know this. I mean, it's very exciting. It's, you know, I mean, there's California mountains, oceans, stuff, but Nebraska is actually the gateway to the rectangular states. So we got lots going on, okay? So never, ever, ever doubt again. So this is me trying to imagine my mother and her family, or my grandmother, Mexie Love, and her family, going up and out of Texas and trying to get to Saskatchewan, stopped in Nebraska. Yippee, yay me, I was born in Nebraska. Oh, did we have a little accident there? Oh, okay. All right. This song is called Saskatchewan. Mexie's getting away. It doesn't matter what her people say. She heard what the general said. He said, "You don't have to stay." She's tired of Galveston, and now she won't have to run. She heard on the 19th day that she can go away. Saskatchewan, 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 Saskatchewan. I'm going where they don't grow no cotton. I'm a-getting out of Galveston. He said Granger was his name. He said Lincoln freed the slaves. Word has gotten here slow. Was over 2 years ago. We sent a messenger and we never heard from him again. We're sorry to tell you so late. We're sorry you had to wait. Saskatchewan, 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 Saskatchewan. I'm going where they don't grow no cotton. I'm a-getting out of Galveston. My sister and me was sold the year 59. My mama just fell down slow, and I thought that she was dying. Then another white man asked boxing the year 65. He said, you better get out there at that cotton if you want to stay alive. Saskatchewan, Saskatchewan, I'm going where they don't grow no cotton. No, I'm a-getting out of Galveston. Stone.